I'm doing well, Tony. How about you today?
Doing awesome. All right, here we go. Today's action. A little small conference college basketball today. Delaware State here hosting Norfolk. Norfolk now up to minus 13, total 134 and a half.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much kind of what we got is just these smaller schools here today. Got a couple here from the Mid-Eastern Atlantic Conference. Norfolk State. They're 11-5 overall, 4-3 against the spread. Delaware State, kind of moving in the wrong direction here this year. They are only 1-13, but not too bad against the spread. 3-6, and interestingly, the home team is 5-1 here in the last, six meetings between these two head to head. This Norfolk Spartans team, they're also 2-5 in their last seven road games versus a team with a losing record. But Delaware State Hornets, they're only 9-19 against the spread versus a team with a winning record. I think it's one of those that we can kind of buck the trends here a little bit today only because of a real mismatch here in efficiency numbers. It's Norfolk State. They're not great, but they're 174th in offense, 220th on defense. But instead, Delaware State, I mean, they're ranked 359th here on offense and 344th in defense. Also, Norfolk State, they do, shoot 47%, from two and out rebound, and they don't turn over the ball here as well. I think, even though, the home team tends to kind of win this one, I'm kind of looking at Norfolk State here to roll in this one. I'm going to take them here at minus 13 today.
All right, many states take Norfolk State laying the 13 here against Delaware State. Yeah, it's been pretty bad here for Delaware State. No wins here against D1 competitions, and they've had several losses at home. I'm counting one, two, three losses at home against D1 comp. Actually, they lost. Actually, to a non D1 school, to Georgian Court. So this is the team that lost by 6. So it's been pretty brutal there. Lost to Wagner there by 6 there. Then on the road game at Howard, they lose by 14. And as you said here, this is just a turnover machine. 363rd in the nation in turnovers. That is just ugly. And that might be the worst in the nation.
Yeah, I don't remember, but we're getting really, really close here when we're talking in the 360s and NCAA, Division One colleges. And Norfolk State, it's one of those like I talk about it quite a bit. They do have 5 players that are in double digits that start for them. While Delaware State only has one, and bench players make up a lot. As handicappers, I know Ramon mentions it sometimes, but it's sometimes about finding your luck. Well, I mean, sometimes that's not necessarily the case, right? Because as handicappers, we're looking at everything on a whole. So if I'm looking at this Norfolk State, where I know I have a bench that averages 7 points, and I have a bench on the other side that only averages 4. If something weird tends to happen, right? You get into foul trouble, or you got to send some guys in. We're also looking at the variables, the weird things that can happen, and we know that the things that dictate plays are the weird things. So in this one, the turnovers, things like that. So we know what that starting five is going to do. We know the percentages, but we got to look at the extras, right? So we got to look at those variables, and I just think the variables here for Norfolk State. They look to be, more in line with a win in this and cover in this one than for Delaware State. Again, it's one of these that for me, I don't sometimes put these out as premiums if they're, over double digits, because I always think in any sport it's hard to win by double digits, and so I always have to feel pretty confident in order to give these out. And again, I think this one here we have a more chance than not here, even as a free pick, that Norfolk State's gonna get this one by double digits.
Yeah, it looks that way. And by the way, 363 is dead last in college basketball.
Okay.
So 363
Okay.
teams. There you're going against the worst team in turnovers that turn the ball over like a machine there. That's Delaware State. Norfolk State laying 13 here against Delaware State. This one to start here at 7:30 Eastern Time, ESPN Plus. With Miak and Swack and I think Southland as well. Mindy, let's go ahead and let's take a look over at TonySpix.com for tonight's action. Everybody's getting excited here. Out my
I
way,
know.
it's raining out here. It's raining
What?
today. Yeah, but
Sure.
it is raining out here in SoCal. I don't know how much it's going to impact the game because the way that the stadium is positioned there in LA there they
Right.
said, oh, we don't need air conditioning. It's our heat. But anyway, good results, 1,415 units of profit the last 30 days. That is all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Of course, we got a pretty good NBA card tonight. There's some ice as well. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, I mean the top is fully covered there, right? It's just that it can kind
Yeah.
of come in around the peripheral edges there. It seems like, but yeah, I am going to be in on the national championship game. If you watch the morning scene this morning, you'll see that Ramon and I do have a play on the side, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. So my premium play today is going to be on the total, so you can check that out. Only $15 today, so I'll put that out there as a standalone pick. Also have three in the NBA, so did a three pack there, three in the NHL, and then I have four college basketball games that I also put in a three pack. So I think you can find a little bit of everything, that you're looking for today, besides, a national championship. I mean, perhaps not everyone is, always excited for football. So, hey, we got a little bit of extra for you there, too. But yeah, check me out on a long term pass. I think that's kind of the way to go. We've proven here the start of the new year. We're ready to get going over the last 30 days, over the last 7 days. So feeling pretty good about the card here tonight. Had a pretty strong outing here, like I said, over the last week. So it's a good time to get one of those 7 day passes. And make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout. And by using that 7 day, you can also get yourself some NFL plays here moving forward. So that's what we're looking at tonight, Tony.
Get on board here with Mindy Hahne over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. And of course, right now, Mindy over on the site. Really good action tonight. She's in action with a three pack here from basketball up there. She's on fire, so get on board with that. NHL guaranteed three pack as well. Monday Night NBA guaranteed three pack. College basketball best bet on the board. Get on board with Mindy now. Good time to get on board with Mindy with her 7 day all sports pass. You'll get all of Mindy's premium plays here for 7 days. Good chance to do it right here with the 7 days. You'll get all of Mindy's premium plays here from the NBA for 7 days. NHL. The NFL playoffs here are Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So you get the Saturday, Sunday. We'll see about Monday if she gets it in early. Because remember, it'll be cut off there on Sunday. So get on board with that 7 day pass with Mindy. And of course, the college basketball football game tonight as well. So 7 day passes are great value. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll be able to save 20% off your premium plays there, that 7 day pass. And any of the picks you pick there at Tony's Picks. When you use that promo code, you can access Mindy's page by clicking the link in the description, click the All Cappers tab, and then you'll land right on Mindy's page. You'll see the great records she's posting, as well as her 1 day passes, which are in orange, which are profit guaranteed, meaning they must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. Or the longer term passes, which are not, because they're already sold at a great discount there, and you got the promo code on top of that. So you go ahead and get on board with that 7 day all sports pass with Mindy. All right, Mindy, we also put together for you Twitter account over at Tony's Picks and Mindy, and of course at Morning Steam Show. A lot of content today on the show covering the card.
Yeah, so you can get a pick in the NBA today if you go over to at Tony's Picks Mindy. And then also make sure you catch us in the morning, Mindy and Ramon, every Saturday through Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Time, where we go over the complete card for the NBA and NHL. Also try to go ahead and fit in some college basketball here every day as well. Like I said, we did cover the national championship game. So if you want to check that out, just go ahead, type in the TCU Georgia Morning Steam, and you will find it. But yeah, it's a fun, show that we put on. We, hit our record today of live viewers, so we were totally pumped about that. So we love all of the support that we get from our chat room, the morning steam. It's a little bit of a handicapping family that we've put together, where we really enjoy each other's time. So hope you come out and see us there in the morning, 8 a.m. Central Time. So
That's right.
thanks, Tony.
You got it. You guys check out Mindy and Ramon on that morning steam. It's not just a handful of picks. It's every pick on the rotation from the NBA and NHL, NFL. College football, college basketball. No one's going to do 150 games. They're going to pick the probably the best matchups out there, TV matchups. So that's how it's going to roll. But you guys seem to be very happy with that. Everybody likes the full coverage on the NBA. They love the full coverage NHL. A lot of the folks in the chat room have done their homework, and they come in with their opinions, and they come in there like Latifa and Blake right now are in the chat room right now. You can talk to them right now, but they always come in with their opinions. They like to play as well. Latifa likes that Norfolk, so she's on there as well. So check them out there on the morning steam. You can watch the replay of the show. It's up there in full archive, and you'll get the full breakdown of today's NBA as well as NHL and the college basketball national championship game and a handful of college college basketball games. And you can also, if you're working, many of you are working, we know that. So if you're going to go home for work, you're driving, well, just get our podcast ready on all major platforms. Tony's Picks, just do the search and look for the full morning steam show up there and listen on your way home. You'll get the full breakdown of today's NBA, NHL card, the TCU game against Georgia, as well as a handful of college basketball games. So check it out. It is the podcast there on all major platforms. All right, Mindy, as always, great having your show. Keep up that great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you then.
We'll see you then. Mindy